teammates Manoj, Sihan and Swapnika. We're going to talk about blocking server attacks. So before we start, let's know what is the real use of it and why do you really need it. So when you see cyber attacks these days are the most dangerous things. What is a cyber attack? It is an attempt by an hacker to damage or destroy your computer network or a system. So what is the main use of it? Because these days every information, all your accounts, details is on internet or the electronic devices you use. Traditionally, we used to be in banks. We used to go access our accounts in banks, or whenever you need data, it all used to be a hardware. There used to be a paper sheets for pictures. There used to be transactions done. Cash used to be moved between hands and everything. So nowadays, all you do is click a button on your laptop and the money is transferred between accounts, and you store all your digital data on your phones and you just transfer it onto your laptops. So when someone else is trying to access the things which are confidential, they are breaking the laws and they are just trying to steal the information. It's just like someone entering the house without your permission. So when statistics of cyber attacks was found out, it's seen that there are around 160 successful cyber attacks per week right now this year, which is more than 3 times that was an average in 2010, which was 50 per week. So it's growing day by day because there is more advancement in technology. So more information is stored on your electronic devices, and more easy it is for the hackers to get access to it. So let's talk about system failures. What is system failure? Whenever a hacker tries to access the data which is in your computer, he tries to do it remotely with a remote access to your computer, or he tries to put a software which is a bug in your system, which allows them to gain the information which is being used in your system. So there are 2 types of attacks. One is direct by user, another is by installing softwares which is like spyware and everything. And Stunex worm recently demonstrated it. The Stunex worm is said to be a cyber worm which was built jointly by America and Iraq to damage the nuclear program in the Iran. So that is one of an example of cyber crime. So what we are introducing is a blocking service. The project blocking service attacks deals with blocking all the cyber attacks that try to cache the server. So how does it do? Actually, what we propose is a system which allows you to authentication, backward link ability, fast speed authentications, rate limited anonymous connections. In this process, we'll use a Java puzzles which actually let the user to have an extra layer of security before the information or the website is accessed. It is just simple as accessing your bank accounts, where you need to access where you take an extra puzzle question, where you fill in a security question before you enter your password. And what is it different from the current software which you are using? The current softwares are only limited to the accounts with the websites where they design it, and they are only limited to they are only limited to their own website. This can be leased. This software can be used to any website, even the Facebook, Google. Anybody wants to have an extra security to their web page, they can make use of it. And coming to the user, which are we who use the software, the user can enter the website and create his own account for free of cost. So it's one of the benefits. It's free, and they can view the list of files, download the files, and user can register in the web page and has the facility to view the files, and it is simply like accessing the web page. And the user is checked for authentication with the username and password. And admin has the features where the picture and where admin plays a role only in a testing phase. In a real time situation where a software is used or leased by a web page, the admin is not available. And Manoj is going to talk more about it.
In my project is saying that the admin is total controlled by the total web pages of the application. It may be acts from the one person to another person. It will be controlled from the images like passwords, everything. It may be actioning on the action and reaction between the every software. If the software is developed by the companies, it may be the web applications can be controlled by the systems. What is file upload? In this software, it is the main causes of the keyboard of the photos and images, keys, everything. It may be accessing the one. If one user can be access upload the photo, it may be view the files in the one process. If not, it may be like creating a feedback system of the system. Okay, what is database? It is in the database. It is a collection of information from the stacking of the lot of views from this admin. Every software it will be in every software it will be having an admin. In the admin it has a lot of information of users creating and searching. It may be act from the dependence on non-retention and data integrating. Okay.
This web page is abstract of this website, and this introduce like a deny of service, which is also called distribute those attract.
You want to put it in the yeah. Hold it, just hold it.
This is a attempt to make machine or network resource unavailable to connect to the intended users. And also the means to carry out and motivates for and targets of those attacks may be vary, but generally consists of the efforts of one or more people to contemporarily interrupt service of hosts connected to the internet. And there are two types of attacks, frauding and logical attacks. And this page is the register. You just need to put your first name, last name, and all your information, and create a username and your password in this web page, and then submit. And you can use your username and password to log in the website and log in as a user. And this is the user information page. And so that.
Login, there are two. One is the user login. To show it clearly, I'll just write it down here. It's the user login and admin. User login, first we need to register. After registration, there will be a login and view files. Later download and log out. First, after the login, while viewing files, first here we need to solve the puzzles. The puzzles, everyone knows that the puzzles like different types, like we can keep images, like wordings and many other. And the other thing is the admin login. The admin login, for here we need to upload files. Upload files is nothing but while during the registration process, our personal information is taken and they are just stored in the admin. So after uploading, there will be a view files and there will be a block list and then log out. For the viewing files, if you want to change your password or you can make any other changes, here we can do this. And block list. Block list is if anyone is trying to hack your account, you just block them. And the main useful thing is this. With the help of this, we can track IP address. And for example, if someone is trying to hack me, like if Manoj is trying to hack me, then it gets a notification to my page that his IP address that he's hacking me, so that I can block him, and then it's log out. It's a very secure thing. 99% there will be no problem with this. And next, the conclusion will be explained for Manoj.
Up to blacklist, it's having blacklist. Blacklist, it is having an high security. In this having an three types of, it is having a photos and numbering types, everything. But in this we are observing a lot of securities from nowadays. We are to see nowadays we are. Okay. Nowadays we are seeing in a lot of bank sectors we are hacking by from so many. In the last 2003 to 2016, it we, I mean, thousands of banks are hacked by the so many sectors. It may be our app is saying that then how to hack the IP address from the who is hacking from the systems. Recently, one person has hacked the $4 million of the from the bank. How it is logical effective from the system. It is having from the our conclusion is saying that we can find then in a block list from the finding an IP address toward the persons. Okay, it is a target server. It is one of the company server. It will be deals with several attacks from the. It's one target server will be handling the users, hackers, everything. The data must be transferring to every server. It will be passes to the every individual person's having, but it is a high security or not, that we cannot say. But our application is saying that in a 99% will give a question. Any queries?
Give them a hand for. Can I ask one question? Is it like a firewall?
Like what?
Is it like a firewall?
No, firewall basically lets any other threats not access your computer. This is a software where web page leaves it, so increase the security for the web pages. It's not for the computer, it's for the web page. So you are building a web page and you wanna have security for it. So instead of programming a security for your own web page, you can just lease it. It's just like
It is for the client side security?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the IP blocking system is there in the firewall, right? In the server side, we will be having firewalls in the middle.
Yeah.
So when the request goes from the user,
Okay.
the IP address is traced first. Whether the IP address is blacklisted or it is good IP address, it will check it in the firewall and it will allow it to. It will take him to the server. Otherwise, it will block. So you are saying that this application will help.
No, this application will jointly work with the web page which is being created, so that the web page authentication, whenever a user is trying to access the web page, so it's like you just type in the username and password. But when you go into web pages, like when you're accessing your bank accounts, what you do is you access you get to go and type in your password only when you prove that you're not a robot. So what it does is it asks you to find out an odd image. It tries to make you solve a simple calculation, so this software acts in that way. So it just provides you more security before the site is accessed. Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Is hacking illegal or illegal?
Is hacking illegal or legal?
It's dependent upon situations.
See, I think hacking is always illegal. If you have a right cause for it, why don't you just legally file a complaint? And I trust in the government services, so they'll tell you courts are there. So if they think, yeah, this can be accessed with, I think you need to access with a permission.
Who will give permission to access this?
There are laws, there are courts. So if you want something, just go tell them, okay, this person, yeah, I think you have been raised this question due to the FBI case which happened with Apple and this terrorist attack. So basically you want to hack into the phone. So yeah, why not just let the customers of Apple feel comfortable, feel safe that this phone is in a safe, their phone is a safe place. So just go to courts and let them know that this phone was used by a wrong person and the information could save lives. So let's public decide, let the courts decide who are we. So anything else?
Anything else? Give them a hand.
Have a nice day. Thank you.